So, something about the way that I used to think about rich people, and um, I was taking credit away from and blanketing. I would just blanket, it's to say that if you are wealthy or well-to-do or something, that you're a little bit more cutthroat or like I don't know. It's a weird kind of thing that it's not hard to um, make gains against capital. It's just that people won't do it. Like they don't want to. They don't want to. And w- and so like there was very little tolerance for from really there's very few people who could tolerate someone who is a homeless or talking about things that what talking about financial infrastructure and like game theory and like all this kind of things, right? Like I don't know what it is, or it's like you think you're some like you know what I mean, like you think you're smarter than everybody, or it's like, but the thing you have to understand, right, is that fucking if you know a homeless person and they're like asking certain questions or talking about certain things that you would think is above their station, all it would say is that they had some aspirations. All it would say is that person needs somebody to reach out to them with some uh, strategies or some more references or like the type of things that they would need, right? I would think almost immediately as you stop stigmatizing the rich, like this shit just finds you. So maybe like there's like, and you find out like, oh, so what do you do now? And like, well, shit, I wanted to do something awesome then, because making gains against capital, that was cool. That was pretty cool. Like to do something awesome would be like not in vain, like where you're just hoarding something away that you can't even take with you to the great beyond, to the to the beyond, to the next uh, your next transformation or whatever. It's all stays here. So it looks silly. It looks like retarded, and it also isn't even healthy. It's like checking in your portfolio 3 times a day. How is that going to be good for like hypertension and things like you already know that they're before your assets can really take off that they had to be dragged through the streets and be and bludgeoned and fucking like there had to be blood in the streets before uh there was a reversal in psychology and the new price discovery, which could always goes way over what people expect. Not always. Most of the time, it the end of the bull cycle is parabolic rise. Um, so with just a spark, people will start something that leads to another thing, and for them, you don't have to look at it as like they came a long way. They wanted to do it, like it was compelling though. So, uh, and then at the end of it, they end up with it seems like a secret language that nobody can decode. Now, you have to think of creative ways to offer or extend upper mobility to people so that you're not vain and so that you're not feel like you're living life in vain, then you're still doing it for health reasons. They're still doing it for good, healthy reason. Um, and then it's like when people blocks you from communicating to your own kinfolks, or somebody blocks you from, and it's like they're trying to damn near kill you. They're just too stupid to know. They're really like only um they only care that that people feel like they're needed. So it's like, I'm obviously appreciated and I'm doing stuff the right way because they still need me. But the fuck, how is it that you're really doing anything great? You're not really doing anything great because they still need you. That's codependency. Remember all these books about codependency and shit, or even, all these psychobabble shit, and we're in fucking you're the one that is not is not promoting upward mobility, but you're promoting codependency. And you know what I'm saying? Like, people get mad and shit because when you talk about the next thing, after upward mobility must be, what's that? They're against everything you can come up with. They're against anything, and that's all. Basically, if you know what the next thing is after that open mobility leads into, because it's not the end all be all, because of the nature of what it is, upward mobility, you have to assume that it goes into something. People already know what that is deep down, and that's something. Doing that thing will make them happy. uh you're supposed See, I don't know what that is, and I don't know what anybody's potential is when they get the spark. That spark is coming all the way around into helping you out. Um if you have a communication, what's it called, the tool, a tool of communication, it'll come all the way around and help you back out, for the simple fact that it's worth it. That it's worth it. If I always need you, it's not worth it for me once, I guess. But the thing is, you're not supposed to be thinking of how to come up like that as deception. I'm just saying, that, how is that? Uh, there's different ways that people block you. You can't even imagine. Like, why would anybody block you? Like, I don't understand. Like, what's going on? Like, how are they blocked? Who are you talking about? Like, damn, this shit. First of all, who and the how and the why. Yeah, that's some amazing shit. But amazing is not always good. Like, you could just be like, it's amazing. It's not even irritating anymore. It's amazing. And blocked. Like, I don't know how much time I have on this goddamn planet. I'm reaching out to my peeps and fucking going over there and talking about, like, well, I'm supposed to make sure that everybody that I come in contact with, including family, when we rendezvous, has been vaccinated. Here, wear your mask. It's hot. It's stuffy. I'm trying to communicate. I'm trying to. I have to use powers that are more than just enunciation to try to communicate. Just enunciating sounds like I'm getting irritated. If I just over enunciate, then they'll be like, oh, you know what I'm talking about? You're dropping science, you're dropping fashion nugget information, valuable information, and they can't receive it. They can't receive. Oh, okay. And then they're touchy feely. But I just wasted my time. She had a car, she drove. I took public transportation, BART, right? And then it flips again. She's got all this financial issues. debt and uh and she has back taxes, okay? But she knows how to drive and fucking I'll just take like I have like access to liquidity. I've been trying to figure out how to get a new car to her. But, the driveway, what I'm saying? Like this weird Weasley way of how her husband is trying to or she tries to blame it on him that if there, what I'm saying, there can't be an extra, like, what I'm saying, you can't figure out how to upgrade my car because we only have this is the only working car that we have, the piece of junk and the one working car that need upgrade. And it's like, well, you have space for two cars. It's like if I help you get a car and what I'm saying, like, it's for some reason I won't do shit unless it seems like a team effort or some shit. It's a problem. It's like my problem. I won't do it because it's like, why don't like, it's weird. I'm fucked up. So I'll be thinking about it and getting my feelings hurt and shit because like I keep getting a driver's permit and getting the test and shit, and I was like, you keep promising me that we're gonna, saying it's like, okay, well, I'll just pay the $350 and get the driver's lessons. You got the money and shit like that, it's like, and I'm like, I'll rent a car. You could show me some driving, then I'll take the test with the rental. You save like $240, That shit'll never happen. I just have to go and hire a professional every time. I can't do anything like that. So like, or my credit's fucked up and I can't get a wireless router. I can't, to set up my internet and shit. I'm still on the family plan. So I'm like, figures like, I'll set you up with an NFT account and I'll manage your NFT account or make sure that it always has enough funds and enough something for you to draw from so that you can make enough money so that you can get the difference to pay a rent bill or make sure that the phone bill's always paid. Because I'm more like, are you going to show me how you even like negotiate with the Verizon guy? Like, are you even just show me that? Like, oh, it's all online. Just go look it up. I don't even want to do it. It's like, I just like, it's like, it's fucking, fuck it. And then I never end up learning the thing until it becomes a problem. So then, like, now I got the liquidity and I'm like, okay, let's go get a car. Let's go buy these things, that things are like they were like blocking me from getting help from the other family member. My mother blocking me from showing my sister some things and giving her the spark. I expect that she would get excited about what I'm talking about, then teach me some things, right? And I already have NFTs for this platform. It's more like we'll be stewarding it for the next generation because they're the ones that are more into that shit. But it's also the shit that is known to have utility in the market that's gonna be booming and win other NFTs or not. Oh yay, we're here. Like let's set up. Let's work these. Then because I have this one NFT, it's like all by itself. It's fucking a passive income NFT, and it can the lowest price that you can find it for is over $30,000. That's just one of the NFTs, and I'm having problems with understanding the how to link accounts on the Hive blockchain, and so like I'm like, damn, it would be nice to have two minds on this shit and gassing each other up, and then we get it done. A little competition sometimes or whatever. Like we could set it up in a way that we're building on and not tearing down. But I gotta have my COVID vaccine and I gotta have a mask. But you can't even fucking like you're in a pickle with the IRS and you can't upgrade your car and you're living above your means. and you're supporting a deadbeat, and he lives off of women, off of you. I can't figure out, like, it's a creative way to extend upward mobility to somebody who might destroy themselves or just not appreciate what it is that, or know what it is. So then it can't really help them as much because they'll sell it and then they'll feel like shit for selling it before. And then you're supposed to know what is really good. You're supposed to know what's really good. But they're just like this. It's like, and then, and like cloak and dagger, like fucking, there's fucking poking holes in your shit. I'm not trying to stop her from getting the therapy that where she's not drinking every day, but she'll like use a baby to to manipulate and shit. It's all manipulation, selfish. But she still does something. Like there's still something that she does. I'm sure you know what that is, right? I mean, and fucking bring this shit up and all the shills and everything, and fucking people get mad and shit, and you can't even give them the valuable information because there's a group of people, you know, maybe they don't all want or need to hear about it. So it's just like, keep it away, just keep it away. It's Judaism. Judaism. But you, okay, so just using colloquialisms all fucked up and being indoctrinated, that's fine. Just is when, if they say something about an asset, that's the point when you can come in and then they can't get mad. It's like saying, oh, you know, if they were to say like, oh, silver sucks because it's going down and now is the perfect time to buy silver, then you need to be fucking held accountable for what you just said. I don't even care. I'm not emotionally attached to silver. Silver can hold its own, whatever it does. Right? But fucking people are so really just not. It's only a few. So in any niche, or it's only a few people that really needs to know about this shit. So then you fucking need platforms that you can don't have to spend all the time directing people out towards the door, and you never get to your points.